What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video, and we have a new mod that we're going to showcase in this video. I know there's been two new mods that came out, this guy being one of them, and I will show the other one in a separate video. But for this one, I believe you say the Sachicasaurus, new modded dino, and it actually looks very intimidating and it looks pretty crazy. So I cannot wait to try it out. This will be the first time I'm going to try him out, see how he is, test his abilities, everything we could possibly test on him, and reveal his stats as well, and just see if he's a good mod or if he's going to be one of those useless mods. So for the build, you have balanced, then you have defense, and then you have speed. Those are the only three builds you have on him. Now the defense one looked even more scary because he's more bulky and beefy, but for this one, let's just do balance just to see how he is. You have different color patterns that you could always play with, which is something I always love. Okay, so immediately I can see he has a very fast turning radius, which is good. We're going to go into full sprint mode to see how fast he is. Now, he does take up a lot of the camera. It seems like when I move around the camera, he's just center in it. But compared to the official aquatic creature we have, this modded one seems to be very big. I'm in single player right now, so sadly, I cannot do a size comparison, but wow, imagine swimming in the water and you see this thing coming at you. It would be crazy. Okay, so now for some of the stats. So this thing does have 1,000 health with 7,000 combat weight. So basically the same health and combat weight as the T-Rex if we had to compare it to something, which means he actually is very, very strong. Because the higher the combat weight, the more damage you will do, especially the dinosaurs that are smaller than you. He does only have 100 max stamina, which is the lowest max stamina pretty much out of all the modded dinos that are currently out. But his stamina drain actually seems pretty good. We've been at basically auto running right now, or auto swimming for the longest, and my stamina is barely going down. So this guy can swim for long periods of time before he really loses any stamina, which is actually really good. That means he has really good stamina drain. Now the one thing I love about this mod team is they always have good skins when it comes to it. Like you can always do good different color variations. Remember, you could always play around with the colors as well. But even the default ones that you can see here look amazing, and I really like it. Now let's go over his moveset, and it does seem pretty basic, but it actually seems really good at the same time. So you have a regular bite attack that does 90 damage. This is probably one of the highest damage bite attacks in the game. That's a higher bite attack than the Giga and a higher bite attack than the Rex. So he is now in the lead with 90 damage bite attack. And the Bone Snap does up to 40 damage, but it does do Bone Break, which is also good. For hide, you had standard or you have streamline, which increases your swimming speed. We're not surprised that he has this. For legs, you have 3 different moves, but you can only equip 1. So we're going to go over each one. We have the Aileron Roll, which is a quick spin, damaging others in its path. And this does up to 60 damage, so that's actually pretty good. I would think it would be good for getting away as well as attacking a group of players if you was getting ganged up on. You can do multiple damage at once. Then you have a lunge attack, and the lunge does also 60 damage, which is a quick dart forward in a roll, damaging things in your path. So these two seem more similar, and they do the same amount of damage, so I guess it would be your preference when it comes to that. Just play around with it. We're going to test those two out though and see how they look. And then you have Beachcomber, which improves land speed, time allowed on land, and stamina regen. We're going to do that as well and see how he is on land. But first, let's test out one of his rolls. We're going to start with this roll right here. And then for tail, you have Breach, which is a lunge forward when in water. I'm assuming you would use that to either catch up to somebody or get away from somebody. So he has a lot of lunging attacks, or just attacks that make him move forward, which is pretty cool. So let's equip these and see how they work. And I just died of drowning. Alright, so first we're just going to see how his regular bite looks. Okay, kind of like a 1.5 second cooldown on the bite, between bites. Understandable for a bite that strong. And then we have the Aileron Roll, which is something I'm guessing you have to be sprinting for. And then you will hit it. Boom, damaging anything that's in your path. It doesn't shoot you forward, it just spins you. So if you did it in place, you just turn in place, but it doesn't shoot you forward, if that makes sense. And then we have the Breach, which pretty much gives you a lunge forward in water. Ooh, that definitely does a good push. Then we have the Charged Up Bite, which looks like this. Oh my god, imagine seeing this in the water coming at you. The details on this thing is crazy. And then you would just munch down on them. Now, I don't know if you guys seen before, I did die from drowning because I lost oxygen. So keep track of your oxygen. Even though this thing isn't aquatic, apparently they can still drown. So you just have to come up, get some air, and then you can come back down. Alright, so now we're going to try it with the regular lunge. So we're going to do the sprinting here. So it's like a lunging spinning. So it's like similar to the Aileron Roll. But instead, this one actually pushes you forward, where the other one you could do it either in place or while you're going forward. So just keep that in mind. Both do the same damage. So again, you just have to test that out and see which one works better for your fighting style. And then we're going to put on Beachcomber, and we're going to see how he is on land. So this is him with the Beachcomber on land. He's still fairly slow for obvious reasons. His stamina drain is insanely quick when he's on land, so you really have to watch out for that. Apparently you cannot, as far as I know, you cannot lay down or change abilities while on land, so you still have to do that in water on the ground, which is kind of annoying. I don't really see what the point of coming on land would be if you can't change your abilities or anything. And then we're going to do his vocal selection. We're just going to go around the wheel here and see how he sounds. So this is going to be the first call. Oh, so it's not even like a roar, it's more like a growl. Then we're going to do the second call. Then the third one. That one sounded funny for some reason. And then we're going to do the fourth one. And then we'll do the fifth one. Alright, so his calls are not as good as I thought they were going to be. I thought they were going to be a lot louder and a little bit more intimidating, but it's still not that bad. He still looks badass. I think he's very intimidating for sure. Definitely one of the best modded dinos I've seen so far in this game. And I believe I covered everything about him. If I missed anything or forgot to mention a stat, you could always ask it in the comments below, and I'll definitely try to answer you. Let me know your thoughts on him, and like, what do you think of him? Do you think he's good? Do you think he's OP based on the stats, or if you played him? Let me know. But I think he looks badass. I think his stats are definitely very strong. But I don't know. I feel like for an aquatic, though, it's not really overpowered because there's not that many aquatics to even play with right now. So he'll be able to hold his own against Sarcos and Dinosuchuses and all them. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.